All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on this great episode of your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, Nigerians from North, South, East, and West yesterday agreed that they had gone through the most difficult 1 year of their lives as Nigerians. The APC promised Nigerians in June last year that by August last year, Nigerians will begin to feel the positive impact of TINUBU's policies. August 2023 came and things got worse than they were in June. So TINUBU's cabinet members shifted the date of our enjoyment to December 2023. They said Dangote and Port Harcourt refinery would begin rolling out petrol. December came and they changed the script once again. They said February 2024. Let's just be patient. This is May 30th. We have not seen anything yet. Before TINUBU, a mudu of garri was 250 naira. Today, it is over 1,200 naira. And TINUBU's failure is so enormous that it has sent confusion into his own camp. His spokespersons are saying different things at the same time. While some are begging Nigerians to be patient, others are saying Nigerians are already enjoying under TINUBU. But hours ago, the APC and TINUBU government came out and made a statement that got Nigerians wondering if they are now suffering from insanity. Before I show you what they said and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video that describes the situation of this country right now from a unique but very correct perspective. See the video.
The cost of living has created a crisis in which people fall sick. Curing malaria today is a major endeavor because of the escalation of the costs of drugs. And for a great number of Nigerians, the most basic sense of insecurity is they can't get their 3 square meals a day, and they are hungry a lot of the time. Are we surprised people get very angry and people fall into mental sickness because of the constraints they are living under? Those are really the issues. So we are now past thinking, is APC performing or not? People are saying, the fact of the matter, if the Constitution defines governance as the security and welfare of Nigerians, then we don't have government at all. What we have is people enjoying themselves at the top, taking care of themselves, but for the people, there's zero government. And this is a very dangerous situation for any country to be in, because self-help then becomes a generalized ideology. Increasingly, Nigerians are saying, let me look for money to buy arms. Now, as more and more people buy arms, what's going to happen? You're not going to reach the people in government. You're going to turn on your neighbor who has maybe just as little as you have, and you take the little your neighbor has. And that's the pathway to anarchy. That's the real risk we are facing in this country, is past whether this government is performing or not, but that people are in deep personal and family crisis, and they feel their survival is at stake, and they need to do something drastic.
You heard that. And what the speaker described in that video is hopelessness in its purest form. He said there is no government at all. Nigerians have gone beyond arguing if this administration has failed or not. The people are in survival mode and they are not being governed. All those paid miscreants who come on air to defend the government should know that very soon they will also become victims. And it won't be bandits or headsmen attacking them. It will be those guys in their neighborhoods who have not had up to 4 meals in 6 days. This is the reality that beckons under this present administration. How can the price of fuel move from 195 naira to 700 naira, and in less than 2 months you float the naira and remove subsidy on education? Then you go ahead to increase electricity tariffs, interest rates, and you reviewed import duties upwards 4 times in 5 months. Who does that? And you are telling the people to be patient while you lavish money on frivolities. The policies of the APC for the past 9 years have been anti-people, and Nigerians must now say enough is enough. They have to make up their minds to do all it takes to get the APC out at the appropriate time. Now, let us look at that statement from APC that tends towards insanity. APC claiming that despite hardship, they have the full support of Nigerians, that Nigerians are supporting Tinubu. Look at how the papers reported it. APC thanks Nigerians for supporting Tinubu despite economic hardship. The All Progressive Congress has appreciated Nigerians for supporting Tinubu in the last 1 year, assuring that the administration will continue to prioritize citizens' welfare. Felix Moka, the party's national publicity secretary, said this in a statement on Wednesday in Abuja. Mr. Moka lauded Mr. Tinubu for striving with unmatched zeal and vigor to deliver on his cardinal electoral promise to oversee the full restoration and revitalization of all aspects of the country's economic life. Undaunted by prevalent deep-seated and existential challenges confronting the nation prior to his inauguration, Tinubu stepped up with courage and bold determination to remake the fundamentals by tackling those challenges at their deepest roots. Announcing the termination of the fuel subsidy regime in his inaugural speech, Tinubu dealt a decisive blow against what was probably the most potent threat to Nigeria's economic survival. In the same intrepid manner, Tinubu approved harmonization of existing multiple foreign exchange regimes that had become a gaping drain and massive damper to economic growth and development, he said. Mr. Moka added that this was followed by a slew of other critical reforms, including the Oyedele Committee on Tax and Fiscal Policy Reforms. The administration's relentless drive for foreign direct and portfolio investments into the nation's economy is unrivaled, yielding tens of billions of US dollars in investments into the country. We salute the patriotism and resilience of Nigerians. We thank you for your continued patience with and support of the administration, he said. He expressed confidence that better days were near, adding that Mr. Tinubu remained resolute in his commitment to delivering a progressive, stronger, safer, and more vibrant Nigeria ahead. You heard that. That was Felix Moka, APC's publicity secretary, daydreaming there, saying that Nigerians support Tinubu despite the hardship. And King of Slay here says, support kill you there. Gari is down 4,000 naira a rubber, more expensive than rice was last year. The acclaimed poor man's food is now getting out of his reach. Yet you say they are happy. And Daniel here says, if they have guts, they should engage Nigerians with a town hall talk. I bet they will get the feedback they deserve for their stinking party. Chai! Several polls were conducted yesterday to assess Tinubu's performance, and over 90% of Nigerians said his performance was very poor. Phrases like extremely poor, disaster were used. And this one by Premium Times. Premium Times wrote, how do you evaluate President Bola Tinubu's first year in office? A, excellent. B, good. C, fair. D, poor. And amidst several comments, the one that really caught my attention was this one by Okpeyemi. Okpeyemi wrote, he said, some of my people will rate him excellent because they are Yoruba and APC. Your eyes will soon clear. Then another Yoruba guy, Omodofinyowa, came on down and responded. He said, the eyes don't clear already, bro. Ebing power. The eyes don't clear. People can now see clearly. Even those who pretended that they were not seeing before can no longer pretend. The poverty has gone viral. The failure is evident. And finally, the paid propagandist, Omokri, has come out to criticize Tinubu's decision to change the national anthem. He wrote, reverting to old national anthem, a big mistake, Omokri. Former aide to ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, Pastor Omokri, has condemned the signing into law of the old national anthem. Reacting to it, the #1 best-selling author of Facts vs. Fiction faulted Tinubu's action, noting that his action looks like a step backwards. His words, If I look sad in the attached photo, it is for a reason. My heart is very heavy about Nigeria right now because, in my opinion, we just took a giant step backwards in our national journey. Now, do not get me wrong. I support the current economic policies of my country. Fuel subsidy removal and naira flotation are necessary policies that any lover of Nigeria should adhere to regardless of party affiliation. One of the most unnecessary acts of governance in Nigeria in recent times is the law returning the old national anthem. First of all, there was nothing wrong with the existing anthem. Secondly, with all of the multifaceted issues we face, it seems like we have a lack of priorities when we major on such a settled issue as an anthem. I dare anyone reading this to name another country whose national anthem was written by a foreigner. Even a banana republic would not do that. In my humble opinion, TINUBU ought not to have assented to that bill. Instead, he should have written a strongly worded letter to communicate to the National Assembly the implications on our sovereignty and national psyche to revert to an anthem written by a foreigner, which would make us a free nation that willingly chose to return to the yoke of imperialism. And Chike here says, look at who is talking. It's like they have not paid him. I'm telling you. Adewale Damilare says, first time Ren Omokri will have a divergent view to a TINUBU policy. I guess his subscription has expired. Oh, Okpeyemi Akini says, ha ha ha. First time, Abi they never pay your salary. Agbado they intoxicate you, I believe. That is it. Ren Omokri is a man who is always paid, to support failures, always paid to support people who drag this nation down. So he coming out to air this kind of opinion is shocking to people because he's always known to be on the negative side. Anyway, make I leave him here. Make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news where una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go away.